Hey guys, this is grantnoe here from the Infinity Blade forums. I want to give a brief introduction about what I'll be doing on this YouTube account. But first off, a quick thanks to Silver's Beast, I call him Sab, for creating this video. The video you see in the background is actually him, not me. I currently don't have the means to record video on the iPhone. I'm not one much for jailbreaking, I've had bad experience with that. And I cannot use any external camera because I don't have any, except for a photo booth on my laptop. And trust me, I tried photo booth and it didn't work out well. But I am getting the iPhone 5 in about 21 days. I pre-ordered it, but it's still going to take some time to get here. And I should be able to use the reflection application with that, so I'll begin recording my own videos then. But of course, I am impatient, per se. And I wanted to introduce myself, so Sab was kind enough to lend me a gameplay video of Infinity Blade 1 for me to overlay a voice narration. Anyway, some of you may know me from the forum before I took my extended leave of absence, I guess you could call it. If you know me, it is probably because you've either read one of my theories from a while back, and that's how I started out, or you've seen my useful threads list, formerly known as Beginner's Guide to Best Threads, and many of you still call it that. The reason why I took a break from the forums was mainly just burnout, I guess. It happens to everybody on a number of different games. It's not really a unique situation, but regardless of what happened before, all that is important to me now is that I'm back, I'm happy to be back, and I'm as enthusiastic as ever about Infinity Blade. Okay? So, you may be wondering, why did these two fools decide to team up and make a YouTube account? Well, Sab and I have collaborated on several different things, including the Pantheon Club and the Infinity Blade Facebook fan page. We wanted a way to promote Infinity Blade. I mean, is it not worth it? It's as close to a console-level game as you can get while still being on a portable iOS device. Actually, Infinity Blade is better than a lot of console games that I have played, interestingly enough. So, what better game to choose to promote than our favorite? We both love the gameplay, the graphics, the sound, and the storyline. It deserves some credit, admittedly. So, what will we do, you ask? Good question, thanks for asking. We'll do Rebirth playthroughs, like you watched on both my video, well right now, and Sab's introductory video. We can do battle tutorials on particularly feisty enemies. We'll show how to get certain achievements, armors, and maps. We can explain the process of leveling up, or show how to forge a gem, or explain the best way to allocate stat points, a bunch of different things. We also plan on giving you guys all the most recent news on upcoming or recently released Infinity Blade games and updates. So that's one key point of what we plan on doing. This is a long list of things to do, and it can probably get overwhelming trying to keep up, as it likely will if we try to do it ourselves. So Sab and I will likely try to enlist some helpful and skilled individuals to create videos alongside of us in order to tackle this long list of video ideas. On that note, I guess I could talk a little bit about what I plan on doing in the near future. I guess I should start off by saying that I am a huge Infinity Blade 1 fan. I love the features and gameplay in Infinity Blade 2, like the dual wielding and just the improved graphics and the improved quality of sound and the increased size of the maps, and it's great. But I am a hardcore Infinity Blade 1 fan. It's just the mood and the sense of fantasy, because Infinity Blade 2 brings a lot of realism to it, so I like the fantasy, and just hearing the Pangean language being spoken versus the English, and, the God King almost seems, more powerful or less easy to reach up to and touch than he does in Infinity Blade 2. Perhaps because he's not been defeated yet when you first start Infinity Blade 1. And the whole mood, it just really adds a mystery, fantasy, it adds a cool element to it, and I really love that. It all gives me chills, and I just love it. It's like playing Zelda on the iPhone, but better. And though I love the storyline in Infinity Blade 2, I'll forever be glued to the original game. And that's fine. A lot of people are the same way, I'm sure. So that's okay. I'm just willing to get out there and admit it, as I have. So that's why I plan for my first set of videos on doing a series for Infinity Blade 1 to start off with. My first one will be me starting from the very beginning of the game on a fresh account. I want to show new Infinity Blade 1 players how to defeat the God King as a new player. You know, that is the #1 goal of new players of Infinity Blade 1. So my entire first series will be focused on that goal. I'll plan on from there, but I have no clue what will come after that at the current moment. So, all that being said, I can't really think of much else to say. I've introduced myself and said why we decided to do these videos, and hopefully it was informative to you guys. I wish you all a good evening, and I hope you look forward to seeing this channel develop into something great, as I know it will develop into something great. If you have any comments or questions about what we'll be doing on this channel, or what Sab and I try to turn it into, or anything else, doesn't really matter. You can ask us on the forums, or if you're not on the forums, and even if you are, we'd love it if you visit us on the Facebook page, and you can find us on Facebook at facebook.com/InfinityBladeFans, no spaces of course, so InfinityBladeFans. You'll like the Facebook, it's really cool. We're trying to improve it and get the word out there that it is helpful and meant to be helpful, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, so if you have any comments or questions, just check us out on there. Anyway, thanks for watching this introductory video by grantnoe of the Infinity Blade forums, and good night.